workshop had to begin without the guest of honour thanks to an 8-hour delay to her flight from America. That didn't hold up the class though, with 4 specially trained teachers introducing the youngsters to one of the oldest dances in the world, the farandole. Halfway through, Jean Kennedy Smith arrived from Gatwick. She founded the organisation Very Special Arts to help the disabled worldwide, and she understands disability because her sister Rosemary's retarded. So far, this is the only school involved in the scheme, but she and the Royal Ballet hope to raise £10,000 so that other visually impaired adults and children all over the country can share the benefits.
If you have a handicap of any kind, you become very dependent on people and you become very passive. And this is a very debilitating situation over years. So I think that this gives them a feeling that they can do something that they thought they couldn't, or the people told them they couldn't, and they know finally that they can. That it gives them it gives them self-esteem, self-confidence, an ability that translates to other things. And just a movement for people who are visually impaired is very important because they feel self-conscious about their bodies very often, and they should stand tall and proud.
And of course it's fun. The children's favourite is improvisation, especially when they have to beat traffic.
When it's punch, you have to stand on one leg.
So when it's punch. When it's better when you lie down on the ground.
No, when you're parking, you have to lie down on the ground on your stomach. And when it's traffic jam, you have to be all in the bunched up.
No traffic jams today, though. It costs £1,000 for one term's work with the group, and the school isn't charged a penny. They hope that by spreading the word, they can train more teachers, and the money may come in to spread the service. Tricia Ingram's in Clapham Park, Thames News.
House in London, where an American group, Very Special Arts, have been passing on a programme to teach dance to blind or visually impaired people, some of whom have hearing problems as well. Caroline Wrighton has been to the Opera House to find out more about this project called New Visions.
Really work on stretching up and stretching down.
British dancers, including some from the Royal Ballet, gathered at a studio in London's Royal Opera House to learn how dance can help the blind and partially sighted.
Hold that shape. I have very, very high shapes. I have a whole group of low shapes.
It's an idea that started in the States 6 years ago and has proved so successful that Nancy Brooks-Smitch and her team have taken their programme to China and now England.
Very nice. Breathe.
First, it informs them about themselves, about their own body, about body placement, about how the body actually functions and works, connecting with the mind and the body, a real understanding of self through movement. It provides also an opportunity to come together with other people, to share that experience as a group, to feel a sense of community.
And now we go in again. And this is elbows. 6, 7, 8. We're going to get tired.
It was a learning experience for not only the students. The dancers, too, had to understand the particular needs of the blind and partially sighted.
Somehow they have this awareness already, and they have their own sense of balance inside them. Because when I was suddenly blindfolded, I was all over the place, you know, and I was terribly scared. But when you just feel the touch of somebody else and doing it in the correct way, you can get them to move their bodies in all sorts of unusual ways. And they have tremendous imagination, which we don't. The more senses we seem to have, the more muddled up they get. Whereas if you're without one sense, It's, you know, obviously, you know, the other senses come far more alert in our lives, so sound is very, very important. What else do you like about it? They wear very bright clothes, don't they? Do you like that? You liked this big broom thing, I must say.
They're fascinating.
Yeah.
I liked this when we were doing the elastic part. First I didn't like it, and then after I liked it.
Yeah, he said it was going to be boring, and it wasn't, was it?
And maybe you're going to add things like throwing the plastic into the air and catching it.
At the end of the course, the British dancers were as enthusiastic as their American counterparts about the scheme and determined to start similar programs throughout this country.
Very nice. Freeze. I'd like you to use your imagination now. And in your hand is still an imaginary piece of plastic.
Other than working with the visually impaired students, the main purpose for my being here is to train a group of teachers who will carry on the project here in England. And that's been very successful. It's been a very exciting group of people, beautiful dancers.